Hi, I'm David Young. I'm the principal organist here at the Cathedral of the Rockies in Boise, Idaho. I'm here at the console of our lovely Aeolian Skinner pipe organ. As an organist, I often get asked, how does this thing work? What's going on with all these tabs and draw knobs and keyboards? And where does the sound come from? I'm here today to show you how this pipe organ works. So to play the organ, you can't just play the keys like a piano. You need to also do a second thing, and that is you need to pick one of these draw knobs. Each one of these draw knobs represents a different set of pipes in the organ. So for example, I pick this one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Or a bunch in combination. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Before going too much farther along, let's go on a quick walk. I want to take you down below where we are right here into the basement below the church and show you where it all starts. Let's go. Here we are in the basement of the church, and this is one of the least glamorous parts of the organ, but arguably one of the most important. This is the blower of the organ. The turbine in this blower produces a massive amount of air. A big organ with a lot of pipes requires a ton of air to be able to play. And this produces that constant, steady flow of air. You'll see it goes up into this duct and into this part, the bellows, which when the air is being sucked out of it, these springs help maintain the constant flow of the air. Back in the olden days, before electricity, this blower, it wouldn't have looked like this. It would have looked like your younger brother or younger sister, whoever you could have had come to the church or wherever the instrument was and manually pump the air for you. And one other thing, you'll notice that underneath here, the air is then leaving this bellows into these two main ducts. The one on my left goes up to one side of the church, and the other one goes up to the other side, all where there's a bunch of pipes. So let's go ahead and follow this one upstairs. So here we are up above the organ where we started. And if you can look, you can see the console down there where we first started, where the keyboards are. So we're high above the organ. We've come up from where the blower is. That air comes up through the ductwork, and then it resides below all of these pipes in what are called wind chests. The wind chests keep that reservoir of air ready for the pipes to call on when you're ready to play. When you pull it, stop. And you'll notice that there are different sizes and shapes and materials that make up the pipes up here. The materials used for a pipe, this is a dummy pipe, determine the sound. There's a metal pipe, and here is a little wooden pipe. And just like a whistle, the smallest pipes are going to produce the highest pitches. So here we have some of the smallest pipes of the organ. These are smaller than a pencil. They weigh less than an ounce. Across the way, in one of the other divisions of the organ, we have the biggest pipes, the lowest notes. And the biggest ones are 16 feet tall, and the biggest one weighs up to 200 pounds. This area right here is one of 4 divisions of the organ. So behind me is another one, another room, if you will, of pipes. Across the way is another one, and in the back of the church, there's another division. All in all, hundreds of pipes, totaling more than 5,100 pipes of all shapes and sizes. Well, now that you've seen where the pipes are, let's go back downstairs and we'll put it all together. So you noticed upstairs that the pipes were arranged in rows. That's because each pipe corresponds to one key on the keyboard. 61 pipes per stop. And depending on how they're built, the pipes can sound like a flute, they can sound like the strings of an orchestra, It can sound like the woodwinds. It can sound like the brass. Or we have the brass in the back of the church. And then we have some of the lowest pipes that we talked about played in the pedals. Some of these low pipes are almost more felt than they are heard. Here's some other ones. It's a lot of air going through there. And then we have some of the brass in the pedal. And then an organist's favorite, the Bombard. This is the largest pipe on the instrument, and it sounds like maybe an approaching helicopter. No matter, playing the organ is so much fun because you get to pick so many different kinds of sounds, or you can put them all together and just sort of blow the roof off. I love being an organist, and as organist here, I have the opportunity to give tours and demonstrations of the instrument. So if you're in town, feel free to come on over and we can show you the instrument in person. And now I'll just put it all together.